one they call James Arthur.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
It's been ages since I last saw you.
I know, I've spoke to you a few times.
We've chatted, but I've not seen you, but it's nice to see you. How are you feeling about your performance tonight?
I'm very excited. I'm wondering why they put me on last, why they're letting me close the show.
They're letting you run riot and headline this thing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm honoured.
Now, you've got Draco from Harry Potter in the Empty Space video. How did you manage that?
Well, we wanted to have a big star in the video.
Yeah.
Because I was in Brazil doing a soap opera, which was a good opportunity for me to be viewed by 50 million people in.
Well, do you know what? We were talking about acting the other day, and you were like, no, I don't want to act. And there you are in a Brazilian soap opera.
Yeah, I was singing. I wasn't acting. I like sort of like moodily walked to the chair, sat down, sang a song, and then bounced. It was cool though. And 50 million people watched it. So it was either that or I was in the music video, and I thought, we'll just get someone who is amazing at acting to do it. And thankfully, we had a contact at management who knew Tom Felton, and he was kind enough to do it for us. Massive honour.
Nice. So that's why, because you were doing the whole Brazilian thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love that.
I wanted to do the acting, but thank God he did it because he's much better than me.
Yeah, but I think secretly you want to do a bit of acting.
I do. I really do. It's no secret.
No, because before I said to you, don't you remember?
Yeah,
Arthur.
Yeah.
James Arthur. And you were like, are you taking the mick?
Yeah, you're taking the mick. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Now, album. When's the album coming?
I reckon it's going to be around March, April time.
Yeah?
There's some exciting ideas in the works. I've ended up with a lot of music, a lot of songs that I'm finding it hard to whittle down to a regular-sized album. So the idea of a double album's being thrown about at the moment. So we're just sort of figuring out the logistics of that.
Double album.
Yeah, maybe with a bit of a concept, that makes sense. So it's not just loads of music.
A load of songs for the sake of it.
Yeah, a load of songs for the sake of it. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment with the album.
Nice. Now, you performed on the X Factor.
Yeah.
Any advice for this year's potential alumni?
Just all the clichés, like be yourself and follow your heart. And
Don't give me clichés then, James Arthur. Give me something real. Give me something like that you would say, not be real, follow your heart.
It's just all those things are true when it comes to the X Factor. It's like you just can't dilute yourself or compromise who you are. Otherwise people, because you're on every week and you're reinterpreting other people's songs and trying to make them seem like you've wrote them. It's very difficult, like, to be anything other than you. So just remember what got you there and what, the honesty and the things that people liked about you. So I don't know, I just tried to be myself when I was on it, and that seemed to work for me.
You and Jermaine at the end. Oh, bless him.
Yeah,
do you speak to him still?
I do occasionally. I mean,
I do occasionally as well. He's so nice.
He's the nicest guy in the world. Like it'd be rude not to speak to Jermaine.
Yeah. Rewrite the Stars with Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
How amazing that you guys work together.
Yeah.
We were chatting earlier on. She's such a down-to-earth girl.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Now, she said when you did the video together that you were like, what should I do? And she was like, I don't know, what she...
She was amazing. She pretty much choreographed me on the video. Like, we tried to reenact the whole, like, walking round, in the film when they're sort of, like, dance a little bit, like ballroom dance. I can't do any of that sort of stuff.
I haven't seen it, but I trust you.
She was trying to teach me all that stuff, and she was wicked, salt of the earth, like really down to earth person.
Such a nice girl. Nice that you're both here together tonight as well.
Yeah.
Now, you've had another massive year, but what's your highlight for 2018?
My highlight for 2018? Good question.
I know this is going to go in there as well.
This is in there. It's in there. It's in there
already.
For sure. I feel like everything just sort of clicked for me as a human being this year. I feel like I grew up, maybe, I don't know.
You did a best man speech.
I did do it. You helped me with that as well.
I did help you, yeah. I don't know if you took the advice.
I did.
Well, you kind of did, but because you had other friends helping you with it, didn't you?
I did. It was more of a roast of my best mate. We had a screen up. We had pictures of his manhood and stuff on the screen. It was a weird thing. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, moving on from that. I've just grown up, and I've definitely found who I am as a man and as an artist, and that feels pretty good.
What is the one thing that you've learned this year about yourself, if you were going to really fine tune it down?
I would say respect. I learned to respect time a little bit more. Like, there was in the past, I've wasted a lot of time worrying and and trying to control things that are just, out of my control. And I think I mastered that. I just mastered living every moment like it's the last, really. I think I sort of get up in the morning now, and I can't wait to go to the studio. I don't fear anything at all, really. So, yeah.
That's a really good point. I feel like I've been feeling the same. Like, there's certain things you can't control.
Yeah.
And rather than really trying to overthink that and worry about it, you just got to let it go.
You have to, yeah.
And know that if it's supposed to fall into place, that it will.
Yeah, yeah.
And that means that you can then put your energy elsewhere.
Yeah.
In a more productive way.
Yeah. Somebody said to me, like, worrying about things is all right, but the minute you start fearing things is when you lose control. And
that's good.
And I sort of tried to live by that mantra and just was like, all right, I don't fear anything.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm just gonna go for everything.
Or feel the fear and do it anyway. Like,
that's
just
acting
in.
I read that book as well.
That is a sick book, Susan Jeffers. That's like one of the first kind of like self-help books that I read. It's so good.
It's a great book.
New Year's resolutions, James Arthur.
New Year's resolutions. Get that six-pack I've been wanting since I was.
How's it looking now?
I got one pack going. I
was going to prod you and then I thought, no.
No, I can't cut out the bread yet. That's the thing I'd struggle with. I
love a bit of bread as well.
I like bread too much. Yeah.
Okay, so six-pack and anything else?
I would like to have a number 1 album again. Another one. I'd like to have a number 1 album. I'd like to get my acting career underway. I'd like to just keep evolving, being more myself. That's probably what I want to do. So
the acting, a six-pack, number 1 album.
Yeah.
And being more yourself.
Front cover of GQ.
Oh, front cover GQ.
With the abs, with the six-pack.
With the six-pack.
Yeah.
So the six-pack and GQ cover goes hand in hand.
It does. I've been boxing, so I'm getting there.
Ooh, okay. I think it's doable.
Yeah.
We just got to write them down.
Got to write them down.
Speak in a quarter's time and see how you're getting on. In 3 months.
Maybe we'll catch up. I'm going to do your podcast soon.
He's going to do my vegan podcast, which you just mentioned. He's been avoiding it.
I haven't been avoiding it.
He said, I'm going to do it. And then I've been like, when are we doing the podcast?
I haven't. My manager's been ducking her.
2 popes, Bob and No, of getting him to do it. Thank you so much. Good luck for your headline performance tonight.
Thanks for having me. Cheers, everyone.
Hits Live.